I'm here up with Study Live. I'm covering some contents from India book. The contents here are land, people, jurisprudence. In that land, the land and people, national symbols, polity, defense, law and justice, India and the world, economy, labor and financial architecture, economy, labor and financial architecture, basic economic data, finance, corporate affairs, commerce, industry, labor skill and employment. Third concept is building human resources. Fourth is farmer and food grains. Infrastructure of progress, energy and resource, communication and content, science, culture and sports, federal structure and national events. This is the now as I'm studying this book, I'll show this land, people and jurisprudence, India. So let's go ahead. The land of people. In this concept, we are going through the land and people. India is one of the oldest and greatest civilizations of the world. It stretches from the snow-capped Himalayas in the north and sun-drenched coastal villages of south and humid tropical forests on the southwest coast. From fertile Brahmaputra Valley on east to Thar Desert in the west. It covers area of 3287,263, that is 32,87,263 square kilometers. It has achieved all-round socio-economic progress during the last so many years of its independence. India is the seventh largest country in the world and ranks second in the population. The country stands apart from the rest of Asia, marked off as it is by mountains and sea, which give her a distinct geographical entity. Bounded by Great Himalayas in the north, it stretches southward and at the Tropic of Cancer and tapers off into Indian Ocean between Bay of Bengal and stretches between Bay of Bengal to the east and Arabian Sea on the west. Lying entirely in the northern hemisphere, the mainland extends between latitudes of 8 degrees 4 to 37.6 north, longitudes as 68 degree 7, 97.25 in the east, and measures about 3,214 kilometers from north to south, and extreme latitudes about of 2,933 kilometers from east to west between the extreme longitudes. It has land frontier of about 15,200 kilometers. The total length of coastline of mainland Lakshadweep Islands and Andaman Nicobar Islands is 7,506.6 kilometers. Geographical background of India. India shares a common border with Afghanistan and Pakistan. To the northwest, China, Bhutan, Nepal to the north, Myanmar to the far east, and Bangladesh to the east. Sri Lanka is separated by from India a narrow channel of sea formed by Pak Strait and Gulf of Mannar. The country can be divided into six, mainly north, south, west, east, east and central and northeast. It has 28 states and 8 union territories. The physical features of India as a mainland. The mainland comprises four regions, namely the Great Mountain Zone, plains of Ganga and Indus, desert region, southern peninsula. The Himalayas comprise three almost parallel ranges interpressed with large plateaus and valleys. Some of the some of which, like Kashmir and Kulu valleys, are fertile, extensive, and great scenic beauty. Some of the highest peaks in the world are found in these regions. The high altitudes allow travel only through few passes. They are notably the Jilepla Nathula on the main Indo-Tibet trade route through Chumbi Valley, northeast of Darjeeling, and Shitkila in the Satluj Valley, northeast of Kalpa, Kinur. The mountain wall extends over a distance of 2,400 km with a varying depth of 240 to 320 kilometers. In east, between India and Myanmar and India and Bangladesh, hill ranges are much lower. Garo, Kashi, Jaintia, and Naga hills are running almost east to west, join to Mijo and Rakune hills running north to south. The plains of Ganga and the Indus, about 2,400 kilometers long and 240 to 320 kilometers broad, are formed from basins of three distinct river systems: the Indus, the Ganga, Brahmaputra. They are one of the world's greatest stretches of flat alluvium and also one of the most densely populated areas on the earth. Between the Yamuna at Delhi and Bay of Bengal, nearly 1600 kilometers away, there is a drop of only 200 meters in elevation. The desert region can be divided into two parts: the Great Desert and the Little Desert. The Great Desert extends from edge of Run of Kutch beyond the Luni River northward. The whole of Rajasthan Sindh frontier runs through this. The Little Desert extends from Luni between Jaisalmer and Jodhpur up to the northern west. Between the Great and Little Deserts lies a barren zone consisting of rocky land and cut up limestone ridges. The peninsular plateau is marked off from the plains of Ganga and Indus by a mass of mountains and hill range varying from 460 to 1220 meters height. The Cardamom Hills lying beyond may be regarded as a continuation of Western Ghats. Geological structure: the Indian subcontinent can be divided into three regions: extra peninsular regions, the Himalayas, Indo-Gangetic plains, and the peninsular regions. The present configuration of India is attributed to collision of Indian plate with Eurasian plate around 4 to 5 crore years ago. This collision and later subduction of Indian plate has resulted in the form of most picturesque mountain chain in the world. Prior to collision of the area remained under marine conditions for a long duration and was covered with the oceans known as theatres. In the south of Himalayas, there is foreland basis known as Indo-Gangetic plains. The plains are youngest in age, highly fertile, and they are mainly consist of the alluvial deposit and rivers draining from Himalaya and peninsular region. The peninsular region is shaped like inverted triangle and is considered to be a storehouse of economic minerals for India. The region is relatively stable and consists of a rock unit of earliest periods dating back to as far as 3.8 300 crore years ago. The rest is being covered by Gondwana supergroup lava flows belonging to Deccan Trap, volcanism, and younger coordinate sediments. Next topic is river systems. The river systems of India can be classified into four groups, namely Himalayan rivers, Deccan rivers, coastal rivers, rivers of inland drainage basin. The Himalayan rivers are formed by melting snow and glaciers and therefore continuously flow throughout the year. During the monsoon months, the Himalayas receive heavy rainfall due to which rivers swell and cause fluctuate in the volume. The Deccan rivers, on the other hand, uh, the Deccan rivers, on the other hand, have are rivers rainfed and therefore fluctuate in volume. Many of these are non and rainfed, therefore fluctuate in volume. Many of these are non-perennial. The coastal streams, especially on the west coast, are short in length and have limited catchment areas. Most of them are non-perennial. The length and they have limited catchment areas. The streams of inland drainage of western Rajasthan are few and few apart. The main Himalayan river systems are those Indus and Ganga, Brahmaputra, Meghna system. The Indus, one of the greatest rivers of world, rises near Manas Sarovar in Tibet and flows through India and therefore through Pakistan and finally falls into Arabian Sea near Karachi. Its important tributaries following in India territory are Satluj, originating in Tibet, the Bias, the Ravi, Chena, Jhelum. The Ganga Brahmaputra Meghna is another important river system of which the principal sub-basins are of those Bhagirathi and Alkananda, which join at Devprayag to form Ganga. It traverses through Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and West Bengal. Below Rajmahal Hills, the Bhagirathi, which used to be main course in the past, takes off, while the Padma continues eastwards and enters the coast in the past Bangladesh. The Yamuna and the Ramganga, the Ghagra, the Gandak, and the Koshi and Mahananda and Sone are the important tributaries of Ganga. Rivers Chambal and Betwa are important sub-territory tributaries which join Yamuna before it meets Ganga. The Padma and Brahmaputra join at Bangladesh and continue to flow as Padma or Ganga. The Brahmaputra rises in Tibet, where it is known as Sangpo, and runs along a distance till it crosses over into India in Arunachal Pradesh under the name of Dihang. Near Pasighat, the Dibang and Lohit join the river Brahmaputra, and combined rivers run all along the Assam Valley. It crosses into Bangladesh downstream of Dogri. The principal tributaries of Brahmaputra in India are Subansiri, Jia, Bareilly, Dhansiri, Pathumari, Pagladia, and the Manas. The Brahmaputra in Bangladesh, fed by Teesta, finally falls into Ganga. The Barak River, the head stream of Meghna, rises in the hills of Manipura. The important tributaries of river are Maku, Trang, Tuar, Jiri, Sonai, Rukni, Kathakal, Dhaleshwari, Langchi, Madhua, and Jatinga. Barak continues in Bangladesh till combined Ganga and Brahmaputra join the Barai Bazar. In Deccan region, the most major river system flowing generally in the east are fall into Bay of Bengal. The major east flowing rivers are Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, and Mahanadi. Narmada and Tapti are major west flowing rivers. The Godavari in the southern peninsula has the second largest basin, covering 10% of the Indian territory. Next to it is Krishna Basin, and the Mahanadi is another large basin of this region. The basin of Narmada in the uplands of Deccan, flowing into the Arabian Sea, and of the Kaveri in the south, falling into Bay of Bengal and are about the same size, though with different character and shape. While only handful of such rivers drain into sea near delta of east and coast, there are as many as of 600 such rivers on the west coast, which are comparatively small. A few rivers in Rajasthan do not drain into sea, they drain into salt lakes and get lost in the sand and no outlet. Beside these, there are the desert rivers which flow for some distance and are lost in desert. These are Luni, Machu, Rupen, Saraswati, Banas, Gaggar, and others. The entire country has been divided into 20 river basin groups of river basins comprising 12 major basins and 8 composite river basins. The 12 major river basins are Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra, Meghna, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Mahanadi, Pennar, Brahmani, Baitarani, Sabarmati, Mahi, Narmada, Tapti. Each of the basins has a drainage area exceeding 20,000 square kilometers. The 8 composite river basins combining suitably together all other remaining medium drainage area of 2000 to 20,000 square kilometer and small river system that is drainage less than 2000 kilometer for the purpose of planning and management are Subarnreka, combining Subarnreka and other between Mahanadi and Pennar, east flowing rivers between Pennar and Kanyakumari, area of inland drainage in Rajasthan desert, west flowing rivers of Kutch, Saurashtra, including Loni, west flowing rivers from Tapi to Tadri, west flowing rivers from Tadri to Kanyakumari, minor river draining into Myanmar and Bangladesh. Next concept is climate Bahar seasons. The climate of India is strongly influenced by oceans, the Himalayas, and the Thar Desert. Southern or peninsular India is surrounded by Arabian Sea, the Indian Ocean, and the Bay of Bengal. Hence, the climate of coastal regions is equable or maritime. The Himalayas and adjoining medium ranges extends from Kashmir to northward in the Arunachal Pradesh in the northeast. These mountain ranges protect India from extremely cold and dry winds of Central Asia during winter. Furthermore, they act as effective physical barrier for the rain bearing southwest monsoon winds to cross north frontiers of India. Land areas in the north of the country have continental climate with a severe summer heat that alters extreme cold weathers. In India, four principal seasons have been defined as winter season, January and February, pre monsoon or summer season, March, April, May, southwest monsoon season, June, July, August, and September, post monsoon or northeast monsoon season, October, November, and December. Next, winter season, firstly, is January and February. Pre monsoon is from March, April, May. Next concept is prevalence of cyclones. Next one is flora. Next one is faunal resource. Next is demographic background, that is about census and also about population density, sex ratio, literacy, migration, fertility and mortality rates, crude birth and death rate. These are all infant mortality rate. These are all the first concept. Second chapter is about national symbols, where national flag, when was it adopted, state emblem. Next, along with state emblem, there are national anthem and its description, national song, national calendar, national animal, and the board. Third concept is polity, where it will deal with all the basic concepts like union and its territory, Citizenship Amendment Act, fundamental rights, fundamental duties, directive principles of state policies, union, executive, principal, president, vice president, council of ministers, Rajya Sabha, all the legislatures like Lok Sabha, all these contents are given nicely in this book, and day by day we'll be studying all these things. If somebody is interested to continue study live and join the channel by adding subscription, and hopefully doing my best to come back, to get back to study with all the struggle phase. So if I mean anybody is doing the same, let me know. This is all about the life. Is there anybody? I've been doing this study logs for a long time. Very recently, I can tell. I'll be continuing to do all the study logs. If somebody is also interested to study along, or if you have some contents regarding studies, or if you have some inspirational stories, I have since I have YouTube channel, you can add those all in the form of comments, and you can please also join my channel. I hope I tried my best to do this live. Thank you everyone who have joined the channel and who have, I don't know if somebody is liking it or the live, but thank you who all have watched it. I'll continue to study further and I'll come up with the live in the morning tomorrow sessions. Namaste. Bye. This is it for the day.